All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is February 28th, 2021. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, Luis? How you doing?
Doing all right. Real quick, because I think that everybody in the stream is actually trying to understand who is this guy down here when we're looking at me right now. Please welcome a special guest tonight, SummrTimeLovin. Thank you very much for joining us, my friend.
No problem, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. I've never been on a podcast before, so I'm so excited.
So that means that you have broken the stratosphere of streaming, and now you have gone to podcast services now.
Yes, exactly. Now I'm doing both. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we begin, we're definitely going to be talking to Gabe, to SummrTimeLovin. I mean, I'm sorry, I already got your name going through.
It's all right. Don't worry.
We'll definitely recap some things that happened this week, of course, and we'll talk about the research topics of today, the news, and some GBL battling news things. Anyways, we are here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news updates and ranting about the game, because we love the game just as much as we do. Quick reminder to everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. Please check us out at professornetwork.com/purifiedpodcast. Wonderful people. They sponsor us around, so make sure that we check them out. All right? Well, since we are here, and now we are talking to SummrTimeLovin here, let's go ahead and introduce him. Well, how about we let him introduce himself to our audience here. Gabe, take it away.
Oh boy, this is exciting. All right, guys. I am SummerTimeLovin. I am 25 years old, and I'm from the East Coast, USA. I actually started streaming in August. Or I started pursuing streaming in August. I actually quit my job for it. And, it's a lot of fun. If I didn't start streaming, I wouldn't have met Chris. I wouldn't have met Lewis. And, I wouldn't be here right now. So, I'm just so grateful to start streaming.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
So you're a fresh streamer, but you are able to use that as a source of income?
It's more like a passive income at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, so I still live at home, so I don't have many bills to pay. So, yeah.
That is actually one of the questions I was going to ask you. Do you remember how exactly we met SummerTimeLovin?
Oh, no.
I thought about it right before the interview. It was from a Among Us lobby for Pokemon Go streamers.
It was! Oh my god, I forgot they made an Among Us lobby for all Pokemon Go people. And that's
Isn't that the funniest thing?
Dude, it was. And then you said you started streaming shiny hunting. I was like, oh my god, I gotta check this dude out. And then it just took off from there.
It clicked.
Odds, man.
It clicked. That's for sure.
Oh.
That's wonderful. I mean, again, it's wonderful that the community is always, welcoming and wherever we go, especially because of COVID. We had to stray away from our usual audiences because, we stream Pokemon Go, we talk about Pokemon Go, we stream all the things like shiny hunting and all that stuff. But then, once everybody got inside, now we have to stay inside. We got to those links to meet new people and everything like that. So that's wonderful. That is wonderful. So what team color you are?
Valor, baby. No other team compares to Valor.
Peace out, guys. I'm out.
Mystic can get out of here. Instinct can get out of here. Valor for the win, baby. Let's go.
Finally, we get some Valor hype in here. Oh my
God. Yeah.
I only chose it
because red. I only chose it because red's my favorite color, honestly.
Well, blue is mine, so that's why you see mostly blue right here. So.
All right, that makes sense.
Valor.
My phone's red. Look.
Oh, there you go.
Chose red phone. Valor. Let's go.
Blue right here. It's like I can beat you with my colors, all right, brother?
I don't know, can you? I got red on my sweatshirt, kind of. It's Bakugo. He blows stuff up.
Yeah.
My gaming chair is blue, but my mic is red.
See?
So, I don't know. Red's still the best color.
All right. Real quick, Chris, you want to ask him the next question, please?
Yeah. Okay. I would say, what is your current goal for your content?
Ooh, that's a good
I know
question.
that's a hard question. Yeah.
It kind of is, but my current goal for Pokemon Go content, to say the least, is to like make some spicy plays in like GBL and then posting it on YouTube, helping people like actually create teams for like new seasons. Like, for example, so like if someone wants to make a team revolving around Alolan Ninetales or Ninetales, I want to make a video explaining how they can go about making a team and stuff like that, and showcasing how good Alolan Ninetales can be in GBL if played correctly. So, like, that's the type of content I'm going for.
Right. All right. Yeah, I definitely see that. I have also seen some of your other content. You stream other games that you want to play. Call of Duty or what's it called? Five Nights at Freddy or something. Or what's another one?
Oh, Dead by Daylight. And then Mario Kart.
Yeah,
I do those for like some funny content. Like,
it's always good to divert. It's always good to divert when it comes down to it. But that's actually great. I mean, you seem to, pick up on a lot of different things. Like you want to actually see how the Pokemon will work when people pick them up and everything. Maybe see the counters. Maybe see what's the best team around it. Because in GBL, we always know there's no like one set team. There is a meta that we know about. But there's no set team that will go hard, no matter how much you go to. And whenever you play with something you want to play, you just need to know your weaknesses in the best way possible. It's like if not Alola Ninetales is the pick, or regular Ninetales is the pick. You gotta be worried about the rock types or something that will hit it hard in that regard. So you just
Stunfisk.
Stunfisk.
Yeah, and it's crazy because sometimes there are some days your team can work so well, you can go positive in every set, you can go like 25-0, and the next days you just get clapped. It's because the meta changes constantly in GBL. Oh my
God. Especially
it's so hard to figure out what to use.
Yeah, I had those
changes on the time zone.
Yeah, I had those problems in like. I have a team like ready for Masters. Like I have like my perfect Giratina and everything. I sweep like 5-0, 4-1 almost all the time. And, the next day comes around, it's like, why is this not team working? What the heck is this?
Exactly. Like, for example, like when I was streaming Master League Classic, one day Groudon leads, Melmetal leads, Dialga leads, like the most beautiful leads a Groudon can see.
Yeah.
The next day, 5 Giratina leads in a row. It's just so, it's frustrating, but like at the same time, if you can overcome those leads, you know what to do.
I may have been a contributing factor to that because Giratina is my lead every single time, no matter how much you look at it.
I don't like your team then. I genuinely don't like your team.
Well, I mean, it's mostly Giratina. I've been trying a couple of different things, but the most I have most sets is Giratina with the Dialga in the back and then a Charmer, just in case. Because people will say, let's say people actually go with a Dragonite, because I don't know why Dragonite is like a top pick for people. They go with Dragonites. I switch over to my Togekiss. They switch over to something. I try to charm them down as much as possible using shields. And then when they bring in the Dragonites, I just bring my Dialga, and then it's just like game over right there.
It's because they don't think you have a second counter to the Dragonite, but they're wrong.
Yeah, until I see the double Dialga, and I'm just like, or the Dragonite Dialga, and I'm just like, okay, so let's see how I can beat this.
Exactly.
So yeah, so you stream mostly GBL, Pokemon Go wise, and other things, and content creation, of course. So that's wonderful again. Yeah. And how many followers do you have right now?
Let me double check. Honestly, I think I'm in the 400s.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm at 430.
There you go. Nice. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We're almost really good. We're halfway there to 1,000. Let's go, baby.
That is wonderful.
That's awesome.
So, real quick, knowing that how last year has treated us, literally a full year worth of what happened since pandemic and all this stuff. How did last year really treat you for your content, for as a person? How were you able to adjust, to the ever changing world this last year?
Well, in the beginning of the last year, I was working in an accounting job, and I had no like interest in streaming until I want to say like April or May, and that's actually when I quit my job. So once I quit my job in May, I did all my research for streaming. I bought parts for a PC. I figured out how to stream Pokemon Go, and then I officially started streaming in August. So like the entire year when COVID started was kind of like, all right, you're gonna quit the job that you don't like, but then start pursuing something that you want to do later on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you basically just been working at the content creation since August that time. Okay.
Yeah.
And COVID has not been a problem the last year for you guys or for your family or anything?
Mm-mm.
No?
I know two of my siblings had it, but they overcame it.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
That's all we're gonna ask on that. Mostly because we just wanted to see how the transition was from, playing Pokemon Go outside every day, having your, raid days, raid hours, and things like that, to sitting at home and just looking at the screen. I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do?
Oh, I miss going out. I can't wait until we can all go back out.
Yeah. I can't wait for the live events again. Those are like the most fun and things. Yes.
Go Fest. We need another Go Fest.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think I'll ask this question later, but I think actually you answered half of the questions there anyway. So, but Chris, you want to actually ask him question number 7?
Oh no.
For sure. I already know the answer, but for the viewers, why are you bald?
Let me answer that question for you guys. All right. So, I have a channel point redemption for 50,000 channel points where people can request me to shave my head. And someone got those 50,000 points. And I shaved my head on stream.
Oh my God.
But now it's growing back and I'm getting a little fuzzy hair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's. I mean, you gotta.
I'm not gonna lie though.
You gotta make content somewhere,
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna lie though. I do like being bald because I could just go to bed and wake up and not worry about my hair because it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love shorter hair. So I'm sure not having any even better.
It just makes life so much easier.
I don't shave it completely, but I have like a 2 number on my head most of the time. So I usually it's like a shorter hair than this. Right now it's actually like a lot bigger than it should be, but that's because I haven't really gone to a barber. So.
The only bad thing I will say about being bald, in winter, it's freaking cold.
Well, yeah.
So that's why I'm wearing my beanie because it's freezing outside. But like.
Sorry to say, we're in Florida. We don't relate.
Oh my God! Come to Connecticut. Come to Connecticut. Feel the cold.
I don't mind it, but
30 fan.
Yeah, definitely. All right, what's your favorite Pokemon then?
Alolan Ninetales, no cap.
Ooh,
Instant. Because Alolan Ninetales reminds me of my husky.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
My husky's all white fur. Alolan Ninetales is kind of white fur, and they're both beautiful regal dogs, or kind of wolf type animals. So yeah.
I mean, I did catch an Alolan Vulpix in the wild today when I was hunting.
Really?
Wait, they're in the wild?
Yeah, they're in the wild.
From the season of change one?
No, actually, this one is just another rare spawn out there. I don't think the season celebration actually had it. So
no,
it's been out in the wild for probably over a year now, or right around a year since we started getting it. I know there was an event and then another event, and then somehow in one of them in between, they just like said, "Okay, here you go, you can have it now." Yeah.
Sorry, I punched my mic.
Nah, you're good. You're good. All right. The biggest questions we have here.
Wait, did you just ask me a question?
I will ask you a question right now.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was putting on my beanie.
Are you a Sprite or a Sierra Mist fan?
I don't know. They kind of they both taste so similar.
One wins.
One wins. Well,
there's one or the other. No in between.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. When I make a gin and tonic, I use Sprite, so I'm gonna go Sprite.
Dang it! All right. All right.
Another one for the Sprite.
Hold on. Let me go.
Let's go, baby!
Let me go transfer the money to Chris.
Wait, did you guys make a bet?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
was
I was
just
gonna say.
No,
it's a bigger thing in both our channels. Since we stream a lot together, we usually just like rage on each other. I like Sierra Mist. He likes Sprite. He thinks the Sierra Mist is bad. I think the Sprite is like meh. You know, so
They taste the
Sierra
same.
Mist-
They basically taste so similar. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Sprite on this one.
it's a growing dilemma in our Discord just because we got our own teams in that.
Wait, am I in your guys' Discord?
I can definitely send you the link afterwards. That is not a problem.
Well, I just got the link.
There you go. All right, welcome to
All
our
right.
Discord. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to join it just in case if it messes up the call. So I'm not gonna do that yet.
That's fine. So while you do that, actually, so let me just go ahead and ask you, what is the future for your channel? What do you expect to want to do? What's like your bigger goals out there for yourself?
So my bigger goals for streaming is to actually become a partner on YouTube and Twitch. It's because I want to make a community that loves Pokemon but is also friendly to one another, where people can come together and just feel like they have a safe space. Like, I know with COVID and everything, the world is kind of difficult, so I want to make like a community where everyone can just come together, have fun, not worry about the outside world and everything like that. And then eventually, with Pokemon Go, I do want to expand into different games to have a more variety type channel.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what a lot of us are just really striving for. Just create a fun community that everybody will love. They come for you. They come for your content. They come for whatever else they like you for, basically. You know, I mean, I'm sure that people wanted to have your head shaved because of a reason, and that's why they're watching you stream for a long time. You know.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure that they want to come for you, and I actually just love that about a lot of different people. But I especially love it that whenever I get somebody here and tell me, I want to do it for the people. Like, it doesn't matter if support me or anything, follow, subscribe, whatever else Twitch usually does and everything. If we can actually create something big here, and then they can follow us that way, that's just a bigger thing. So that's great.
The content is fire, man. Like, for being like a first-time streamer, like for less than a year, that is insane quality.
Oh, thank you, Chris. Props. I appreciate that.
That is wonderful. And Chris, you're going to go ahead and ask the last 2 questions there for us, please.
Yeah, this is definitely a staple when it comes to like all the content I watch is like, how do you create teams for GBL? I know you said a little bit before the interview, but I'm sure a lot of people that watch you are definitely curious too, even though they bombard you with teams.
Yeah, they usually just give me recommendations for teams. But so the first thing I do when making a team for GBL is to choose a Pokemon that you want on your team. So, like, for example, I love the Banana Plane Tropius. That thing could be Azumarill, it can be Umbreon, and it could be Galarian Stunfisk if you play it correctly. So, what I do is use this magical website called PvPoke. This website will give you... Yeah, shout out to PvPoke. It's a very great website. So, like, what you can do in that website is you put the Pokemon that you want in it, and then just hit rate team, and it will recommend different types of Pokemon that would improve your team's balance. So, like, in one of the Pokemon that says, or, like, would be good with Tropius is Defense Deoxys. So I use Defense Deoxys on my team. And, like, those 2 Pokemon are, like, so freaking good together that for the 3rd Pokemon, you could just run Spice, you can run whatever, you can run Pokemon that specifically counters Azumarill, or you can just run a Shadow Machamp and then just demolish everything. So, yeah.
You know, I've been using PvPoke for the longest time. I would say literally since the first Sylph Cup. And I did not know that you could have it choose Pokemon to pair up with it. So thank you very much. How did I not know that?
Wait, you were using PV Poke that entire time and you didn't know it recommends
I didn't know it could recommend teams like that. No.
Yeah,
I literally throw together my own teams usually.
Yeah, it recommends 20 Pokemon that would work very well with that one Pokemon you have on your team.
I guess I kind of see that somewhat. I just haven't ever paid attention to it. That's crazy.
Yeah, well,
If
PB Poke has
you want, I
actually,
can-
yeah, they're going wide as it can be to make sure that the player base is satisfied with what they can. I mean, of course, PB Poke is a simulation. They run, numbers and everything like that, and they are so well thought out on how to actually, win a lot of different matchups. You do have to put the practice yourself, though, because even though the simulation says you're gonna win this, the person in front of you might actually say something different in that regard.
Yep.
So,
and they do offer practice battles with that team. They do have a practice battle section on the website. If you want
I
to.
do like that.
So definitely shout out to PB Poke and thank you so much for the very much content that you guys gave us. So we may, get the content creators eventually to come put it, to the podcast, depending. We'll definitely talk. And then, of course, do you ever think that you're going to get into a Silt Arena tournament for yourself in the future? Now, Chris and I, real quick, just introduction, we did Silt Arena since the beginning. And we battled through the full first season of Silt Arena. We loved it. It was beautiful. GBL came out. I kind of split up a little bit from that just because I will focus on that a little bit more. Chris still is into the Silt Arena more. But have you ever thought about getting into that since Silt Arena was really the introduction to PvP in Pokemon Go?
I have thought about joining it, but I don't really know much about Sylph. So it's kind of hard for me to get into. I made the trainer card, I made the account on the website, but I just don't know how to get into a tournament and how it gets rated, how people become top 500 in the world. I don't understand the concepts, but overall, yes, I would join one in the future. Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think I told you on Twitter, I will definitely help you out with that.
Please.
I really suck at
Please.
GBL. I do. I've never hit Legend, but I've gotten to top 3 in the world in Sylph at the beginning.
What?
Yeah. Only for the first tournament though, not
it was the first
lately.
12 hours.
Okay.
It was like the first 12 hours when the
I
ratings were
did-
still going.
Yeah, I did 2 tournaments, swept them, ended up getting top 3 in the world.
Nice.
But after that, I think the highest I've gotten so far is Elite, but they keep adding more and more different tiers. This
What's the
year,
highest
I
tier
think.
now?
Oh my
Legend?
gosh, it's
I think it's
no, it's higher
somewhere
than Legend now. They
Did it?
just
What?
added another one, but I don't remember what it was.
Jesus.
Currently, I'm ranked 1,846 globally.
So-
I'm not going to pretend I'm really good at GBL, but I do think I'm fairly good at Sylph.
So
I have a
what
lot
you
to
really
learn
need to know, the Silt Arena is just a quick synopsis of how it's structured. You have a team of 6. Out of those 6, you pair up with somebody with, depending on the Cups rules, to somebody with their team of 6. You get to look at their team when the match starts, and then from then you get to devise what is the best course of action. It's what will be the best leads, the best save switch, and all of that. Same as GBL when it comes to that. But you do have knowledge of what Pokemon you're gonna face off when it comes down to the matter. So in all sense, it's a little more of the main series games too. It's you get to see the full team, you get to analyze it for a couple of seconds, and then start up the matchup.
Yeah.
And then from then on, of course, you go a best of 3 matches to every single match. And then, you of course, if you win 2 out of the 3, good, you're gone. But you do battle all 3 for points and tiebreakers. So that way they structure who to match next for the next person and everything. And it's mostly like a Swiss round. They don't have top 8 or anything unless it's continentals or something like that. And then the best out of the whole tournament and however many rounds it runs, wins the tournament itself. And then from then on, you have your weighted matches, your unweighted matches. So if you want to go with something that's you did so well, or something or over something that you did something bad. They changed some mechanics recently in the last few seasons, but that's usually the structure. And then, of course, just battle as much as you can. If you really want to be like top number 1 in the world or something like that for Silt Arena, you do have to do a lot of battles. Like you have to go through maybe 5 tournaments per month, out in the same cup and everything like that. And you have to do well in most of them if you want to do things like that.
Crazy.
And
That's crazy, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, well, trust me, there's a lot of people out there, especially in the Silt Arena hype that they do it. So I'm sure that if you put your time into it, I'm sure you can manage. And then, of course, you can do practices. I mean, it's all content for yourself too, but at the same time, when we started, it was just this basic, either you win or lose, and the match is just the same thing that we did. We didn't have like the weighteds or anything, unless you actually like you get to play your weighted right there and then. And then your other matches will count less in the time of waiting. So, or weighted matches anyway. So we had to be the best at first before we actually start doing worse every other time. So, but then they changed that mechanic to make sure that they don't anticipate. They say, okay, so this will not be your weighted match or your weighted tournament this season. It will be this one, the next one you did, which you did better. That way people get the practice in. And things like that, and in some sense, So if and the cups are just ridiculous because they have structure so well that they know what Pokemons to ban, what Pokemons you can use. Shadows and Megas are usually banned, or Megas mostly, and because you can use Megas in regular trainer battles if you actually request somebody to do it.
I did not know that.
Yes, they have some very good analysts for that, for setting up the metas.
Yes, and the tournaments.
I had no idea.
And of course, at the mid-season to close to that, you do get invited to regionals, continentals, and then worlds if you get to that point, of course.
Yeah.
And we did actually have the number 1 player, the rank 1, or world champion, Speediest Chief, in this podcast a few episodes ago. Back in the beginning. So, he is a Floridian native, and we met him quite well. So,
is he really?
Yes. So,
in Orlando,
everyone's from Florida. It's either Florida or Texas here.
Hey, you never know. I may get somebody from California eventually, but
Okay.
We'll see. Anyways, we did rant a little bit more than we should have. So the last question is, what are your dog's name?
Ooh, all right. So I have 2 dogs. Oh, 2. I have a German Shepherd named Delphi, and then I have a Siberian Husky named Emma.
Nice.
And they are the cutest and fluffiest dogs on the planet.
I actually have a Siberian Husky. Her name is Buffy.
Oh my god!
She can't enter the room, unfortunately, for today. So just because of the podcast.
Oh no. Yeah, Emma was in the room earlier, and then she decided to leave. So I'm all right.
Yeah, it's
let her go.
Then. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so that's really all the questions we have at the moment for you, Mr. SummrTimeLovin. If anybody here is listening to the podcast have any questions, make sure you drop it in the chat. We did not get any questions on Twitter, so we'll skip those from now. If we do any questions throughout the rest of the podcast, we'll definitely let you know. And of course, shout out to SummrTimeLovin. Good job there, Chris.
Thank you,
guys. Before we continue on, do you want to plug in anything that you want to where to find you or anything?
Well, basically, since Chris just did a shout out in the Twitch chat, it's SummerTimeLovin. Yep. And then I'm also very active on Twitter. So if you want to keep updated or just see me post memes or just Pokemon Go content, you can follow me on my Twitter. It's SummerTimeLovin. It's SUMR time LOVIN.
There you go. Yeah. Wonderful. We'll definitely make sure you guys to check him out. We'll definitely leave some of their content, his channel and Twitter on the description on the podcast services, so you guys can actually see if you want to check them out when you listen to the podcast. All right.
You guys would like my Twitter profile. I shaved my head and I was getting memed on, and it's probably my favorite meme. So you guys definitely have to check it out. It's great.
Wonderful. All right. So let's go ahead and shift the gears and recap what we have actually gotten for the rest of the last week. So Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and ask Chris what shinies or hundos he got in Summer Cave. If you want to actually tell us too, that's up to you.
Okay.
But we'll just go ahead and recap that first. Chris, what do you got for me today?
Another week of no hundos. never any hundos, my man. During Pikachu hour, I was able to snag 2 very special variants of Pikachu known as Execute and Bulbasaur. So that was weird. I also was able to get 1 more shiny Mewtwo, and then I did a nice lucky trade for another Groudon. That sucks. But yeah, it's been a good week. It's been a very slow week, but I do enjoy getting those funky shinies.
Oh yeah, especially during the hours you're not supposed to get them through.
Yeah. What do you get, boy?
Well, I actually want to ask Gabe first, unless you want me to go first.
Ooh. It doesn't matter. You can go first.
All right. So I'm probably sure you guys already seen in the chat, in the stream there. There is a couple of shinies there for you guys that I did catch today, or actually the last few days. The Charmander was already a hatch after the post Kanto event. We did talk about that, but then I got a Articuno and Zapdos during raid hour on Wednesday. I was hoping for the Mewtwo, but of course, the other ones appeared. I was like, okay, let me just raid them. It's like I haven't really raided them that much since they came back, aside from the Kanto event. Articuno came over. Zapdos was right next to it too. So I was like, okay, can I go 3 for 3? Moltres never came, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not care about that. I did do a lucky trade for Mewtwo with Side Strike. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest IVs either, so I wanted the Shando. And then out of nowhere, I come home from work and then I click on a Ralts because I love Ralts and I get a shiny Ralts. So I was like, okay.
Ooh.
I mean, that's pretty good. One. Yeah, I love the blue shinies. No matter how much you look at it, the blue shinies are still one of my favorites. No matter how much you look at it.
That's a nice surprise, though.
And yeah, I know, right? And then for hundos, well, I probably did get a pretty spicy hundo.
He gets so many hundos. It's insane, man.
So I was able to snag myself a hundo Mewtwo, which is beautiful because that, of course, was my goal. I mean, my main goal was a Shando, but of course the hundo I will take. And then after that, for some reason, of course, when I'm hatching eggs, I get a hundo Cubone. So cute little thing right there. That's my second one already, and so I finally have the hundo family completed. Woohoo! Yeah. So 2 hundos of the day, but it doesn't match last week's when I get, or 2 weeks ago when I get Latios and Latias like literally back to back on hundos anyway. Mm-hmm. So that's crazy. But I'm happy about the hundo line. At least another legendary I don't have to worry about to raid too much unless I get the Shanda for it.
Wait, you got Latios and Latias back to back hundos?
Close to back to back, yeah. So I didn't want to really do Latios or Latias. Latias, I got it on the first raid as hundo, and then Latios came probably 3 or 4 raids afterwards because I was just like, okay, people want to invite me, that's fine,
Wow. I was trying so hard to get a perfect Latias because she was one of my favorite Pokemon and I didn't get it.
Well, I got them ready for Mega Evolutions when they come out eventually.
Oh,
I know.
I forgot about their Megas, actually.
Well, Gabe, how about yourself? Did you actually get anything cool this week?
Alright, so this week, for perfects, for Kanto Cup, I got a perfect Mewtwo as well. I maxed that thing instantly. Indeed. I screamed in the car, I scared my friends. And then I caught 2 perfect couch Pokemon.
Couch.
One of them was a Bulbasaur, and then the other one was a Spheal. So, okay. I'm hoping Spheal gets a community day, because if it gets a better fast move or charge move, I think Walrein is going to be a beast in Pokemon Go. And then I just immediately evolved the Bulbasaur for Mega Venusaur.
Did you do it through the Kanto to get Frenzy Plant?
Yeah, it has Frenzy Plant.
Okay, I was about to say. I thought you did it right now. Yeah. I was like, hold on.
No, I evolved it immediately. As soon as I saw the 4 stars pop up, I was like, whoop, insta evolve.
Yep. I know that feeling.
Oh my god.
Any cool shinies in between though?
I I don't really think so. I mean, the last shiny I got for Kanto Cup was Bellsprout. And then I'm pretty sure like 3 days ago I caught a Slowpoke. And then earlier today I got a shiny Articuno.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah, pretty good haul. Pretty good haul.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right, so everybody got their nice little hauls this week, so that's pretty good. Let's do real quick recap what the Kanto post event really did for us. We actually had some great bonuses between having to raid all legendary birds and Mewtwo. We had been able to get Community Day moves for a lot of the Pokemons from 2018, including Dragonites and all the starters. And then just quick things here and there, and how was it for you guys? How did you feel for this event? Coming out of the tour itself. Chris.
I definitely thought it was a after party event. I've been saying that since the beginning. But yeah, it's definitely kept the party going, man. It's been a really nice event. There's a lot of Pokemon I wanted shinies for that I was very excited to go out and hunt. A lot of good extra large opportunities. Horsey, bunch of Poliwags, just fun stuff.
I forgot about Horsey.
Oh.
I forgot Horsey was the thing. Oh no.
We always have sunny weather here, so we see him like pretty consistently, especially because of the event. But there is one thing though, the elusive Snorlax. They had him in the wild as a really rare spawn throughout the event. They also had him in research, breakthrough and research, which I did claim my last research. Unfortunately, was not a shiny. Funny enough, I actually, right before the podcast, when I was setting everything up, a Snorlax just pops out of my house. I was like, okay, please be shiny. And that's because of the seasonal celebration. It still has the bigger spawns for Snorlax. You see Snorlax almost everywhere throughout the seasonal celebration, more than the Kanto event itself. Did you guys ever find the win a raid task for Snorlax throughout the event?
Only the first day.
Wait, he was in a winter raid?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the special event one.
I thought he was in Hatch 3 Eggs.
No, that was throughout
the
that was Kanto Tour, and then after the post event, which is what we had the entire week, that was when they put him in winner raids tasks.
Right.
So
yeah, no, I didn't find anything.
I only found one throughout the entire week, literally the entire week, and I was I spawned a lot of Pokestops and throughout the week, and just it seemed to disappear for some reason, or even rarer than Spinda at this point. I did find a Gibble quest. Wasn't shiny though.
Jelly.
I know. I was actually like that Pokestop over there that you see over there in the distance.
Dude, you get a lot of Gibble quests there. What in the world?
No, that was yeah. I mean, my place for some reason got every now and then when it comes down to it.
They love you.
But yeah, that's basically the event. What do you guys rate this event for? I mean, I think it was a good maybe 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I thought that having the spawn still, pulled up after the event, it was nice because a lot of people couldn't finish their research or their collection challenges. Chris, throughout the event. Sorry, calling you out there, Chris.
It's
wow.
It's my own fault. Procrastination. Oof.
And then
I'd give it an 8 out of 10 for sure.
And Gabe, do you have any?
I thought Kanto Day was very thought out, but I felt like it was a little bit overwhelming. They definitely should have split it between Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Like do like one set of hours on Saturday and then put the next ones on Sunday. Because going for 12 hours straight, that was a little overkill, and I was tired halfway through. But like them having the challenges and the Pokemon spawning throughout the week afterwards, that was genius. I did enjoy that. Yeah.
I know that a lot of people's concern was that after the event, they weren't able to do a lot of things. And specifically, like the regionals, when the event ended on Saturday, they disappear, and people are like, I can't finish this, I can't do this. I mean, why did you do this, Niantic? And then, of course, they reverted it back until the end of today. So,
yeah.
had to use remote passes though.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny though? I wanted to talk about this is that Taurus is technically for us, Chris and I, and not a regional, not a regional that spawns in our area at least. We actually get Heracross and Corsola for our regional spawns, plus Carnivine and something else that I'm forgetting. I think it's Maracas. But yeah, so we have all those regionals, but we don't get Taurus because we're a little too far down in the line for what it is. However, Taurus were spawning in raids throughout the week here in our area, and I was like, how? Like, how did that even happen? Unless they're just basing it off on where the United States you are, but still, I mean, I was like really confused. I thought I wasn't gonna see a Taurus, even though I got the shiny, but
It makes me curious about Hawaii. Honestly,
yeah, it's interesting.
Ooh.
it does make me curious about Hawaii.
Gotta connect to some people in Hawaii and see.
I want to say Hawaii gets Tauros as well, but I don't know.
The
I
line.
I
don't
feel like
think it
they might get
normally does.
far-fetched.
That
No, I don't think they normally get those. I know they get like Corsola and stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't think they get Tauros because we're too far south for Tauros normally.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if for the event they gave them Tauros raids.
that would be cool. I know that
Honestly.
people will probably be happy about that.
Oops, I looked up horoscopes.
Oh, I was happy.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna get the shiny anytime soon, but when I got it through Kanto Day, I was happy enough that I don't have to do it anymore. So that's cool. And I also have the Hondo, so that's even better.
That's awesome. You
So
and your
yeah,
Hondos.
I'm jealous of your Heracrosses in Corsola. I love Heracross. I want a perfect one so badly.
We had 0 regionals. Now we have like 5. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Wow.
yeah, it's getting kind of ridiculous in the end, but it is what it is when you have down to it. But yeah, that's the post Kanto event. It's actually already ended to us here. I'm sure. I think there's a couple hours left. Mewtwo is still spawning in raids for the duration of it until the next season comes on Monday, which we'll talk about in just a moment. One last thing to recap is Raid Day, which was today from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Local time. And of course, you also have Team Go Rocket spawning a little bit more balloons, things like that, and a new special quest for Giovanni. How did you guys do with that? I think I don't really have to ask Chris for this because
I did have the opportunity to TM off frustration from a lot of Pokemon. I was mostly looking at the newer Pokemon because those were the ones after words. Like I wanted to get a Shadow Celio, especially. Body Slam spam is a B.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to get a good Sharpedo from Sierra, and I think Shadow Lily is going to be pretty spicy because I know a lot of people have been using the normal evolution of Lily Credilli a lot in Go Battle League, and I think the Shadow is going to be like, oh yeah, you don't want a shield? Well, you do now, so there you go.
Real quick before I ask you, Gabe, if you look at the stream, you'll see the Heracross that you're most wanting to.
Wow. I'm
They-
mad.
They-
I'm mad.
They seriously spawn like bugs, man. And they are bugs, but still, they spawn like crazy in here.
Let me ask you this. Do you guys get Bouffalon?
No. No,
No.
that's a New
Ha!
York base.
Get on my level. We get Bouffalon up here.
We also got Corsola, so.
Carnivine, Maractus.
I have Carnivine, but Maractus I do not have. Wait, I'm surprised you guys actually get Maractus.
Yeah, we're
I didn't
right
know
at the
it's
line
spawned
too,
down
yeah.
there.
Like I said,
I didn't.
our part of Florida is just like insanely in the right spot for a lot of the regionals. I don't know how, but
Oh, wow.
we got there.
There's a wild Blaziken. I didn't know Blaziken can be wild.
Yeah, I've seen Blaziken, I've
Oh, wow.
seen Sceptiles, Ampharos, and a lot of those before. So especially
a lot
because
of
it's
Sceptile,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So how was your Raid Day Tinko Rocket event there, Gabe?
It was all right. I kind of want to say I got bored after the first 2 hours because there weren't any special Pokemon spawning. It was just you battling Team Rocket and battling the leaders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I managed to get to the 4th section of the quest. Now I gotta face Arlo and Sierra because I already did Cliff. And then I did manage to TM Frustration off on a lot of Shadow Pokemon that I'm planning on using for PvP. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that.
Yep, I did the same, just mostly... Well, I did do more of the raids. I had one of my friends wanted me to run his account and actually hopefully get him a couple of shinies from the legendary birds. That didn't happen, even though I did quite a bit of them. I did first TM Frustration away from a couple of the Pokemon here. I have a Poliwhirl that actually has some pretty good PvP IVs. I also did this Shelter, which is actually a pretty good one once I evolved it. And then I have, I believe, yes, this Hondo too is also TM, just in case, you start putting shadows somewhere. And then after that, it was just okay. I mean, I could have wasted literally all my TMs, and I was like, it's fine. I don't need to.
Yeah, I have such a hard time trashing them, specifically for events like this.
Yeah. And, you keep some of them when it comes out, especially when you see those PvP AVs come on through. It's like, right there.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. And then we'll see shadows only in GBL from here on out.
It's gonna happen.
Eventually, yeah.
I feel like Niantic will do a Shadow Cup. I think that'd be cool.
Oh?
With all the events we're getting, I don't see that to be impossible.
I would love to see that, not gonna lie. With how many people like to run Razor Leaf and Charm.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. I take it back. No. It would not be fun, Chris. No.
No. Rock, paper, scissors. It's awesome.
Absolutely not. No, don't run Charm. Don't run Charm. Don't do it.
All right. Let's get back into the things. We have already finished up our recaps here, so let's get into the research topics of today. News section. We have some pretty spicy news to around because we are about to enter a brand new season. And Chris, what is that brand new season we're going through?
Brand new season? The Season of Legends. Ooh, that kind of reminds me of the new game that's coming out. But I was very excited when I saw this. We're actually getting the Therian version of a few legendaries. And I'm very excited about these, but mostly because we're getting the shiny versions of the normal ones coming up soon.
Yes, so the Season of Legends will start very, very soon. As you guys have probably listened to this podcast, it will start right now. And some of them will probably be starting by the time this podcast goes live in podcast services. But once again, we are entering a brand new season. During the spring season, we'll call it the Season of Legends. From legendary Pokemon to legendary trainers, this season will celebrate Legends in Pokemon Go. The Season of Legends will run from Monday, March 1st, 2021 at 8 a.m. to Tuesday, June 1st at 10 a.m. local time. And we have a bunch of events coming through, guys, so strap in because we're in for the long run here.
I'm so excited.
More Pokemon will make their Pokemon Go debuts in Legendary Raids and Mega Raids. Throughout the season, we'll see different Pokemon such as the Therian forms of Tornadus, Therian form Thunderous, and the forms of Landorus appearing in Legendary Raids. There might be other Legendary faces that making their Pokemon Go debut during the later in the season. So this is only the very first month, and this is the very first thing that they're announcing for it, of course. But after that, we have 2 more months of Legends. And, well, legendary seasons, but that's going to be interesting when it comes down to it. And we'll also be getting some brand new Mega Evolved Pokemons throughout the season too. So keep a lookout on the news because we are definitely going to be covering what Mega Evolutions may appear. Real quick, what do you guys want as a Mega to come out like right now?
Medicham.
Tyranitar.
I like Gabe's answer more, but Chris' answer is actually pretty solid too.
I think it's interesting that they say keep an ear out for more details. Maybe I'm looking too far into things, but wouldn't you normally keep an eye out? I don't know.
The only reason why I would say maybe a Tyranitar or maybe an Aggron is because we are battling flying type Pokemon throughout the month of March. So
I can agree with that. Yeah.
So that will be cool if we actually get Tyranitar. I'll be like, I'm ready.
It would help so much with raids. All these legendary birds would melt. instantly.
They'll be literally gone. If you can do it with 2, you do it with 1.
Even all the psychic types, yeah, you're good to go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's pretty powerful Pokemon for sure. We'll of course have a change in spawns. Different Pokemon will appear in the wild depending on the hemispheres that you're at. So we'll definitely have an example of this. In our hemisphere, we'll see something like Mantine and Frillish, I think. No, is this the...
Wild Frillish, hello?
Yes, a wild Frillish near water, or maybe you'll upon a Bolter or Glameon if you're in the city. So things like that will appear. I think those are like exclusive spawns throughout the world anyways. But there is hemisphere exclusives. During this season, they are in the Northern Hemisphere. You'll encounter Pokemon like Tangela, Combee, Croagnak, Ducklet, and many more in the wild. The first partner Pokemon you discover in the Sinnoh region, just like Turtwig, Chichar, and Piplup, will also be appearing in the wild. And then Spring Form Deerling will be appearing. And if you're extremely lucky, you might encounter Pokemon like Dratini or Scyther in the wild. Or even Cutney. But, who wants those anyways? And then in the Southern Hemisphere, Pokemon like Mankey, Yamna, Whistle, Woobat, and more will appear in the wild. They will actually encounter the Pokemon from the Unova region, such as Snivy, Tetwick, and Oshawott. And if they're extremely lucky, they can find Pineco, Bagon, and Ferroseed. So, and of course, Autumn Form Deerling. So just like the season changing, we'll have those seasons like Pokemon too. The interesting part is the Frillish. And I know for a fact that they're spawning the pink one in the wild, thanks to Fleetskin actually showing up in Twitter. Since he already has the Season of Celebration or Season of Legends happening in his part of the world now. So the pink one is coming. So I don't know if there's really a difference between the two, aside from just being the color difference, but I think that both of them have some pretty good PvP stats.
I'm pretty sure the pink one is just female and the blue one is just male. Yeah. It's just a gender difference.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I think the stats are the same. So, which will be cool for people to say, hey, you didn't catch it at ranking ranked 20th in Go Battle League. I think you can still get the blue one through that, but the pink one will be more in the wild. So that's going to be interesting when it comes down to it, for sure.
Want that PvP, boy. And
Same.
It looks like Southern definitely won for the spawns, at least. Weasel and
it's going to be so much fun.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot to look out for.
We also have different Pokemon in X, such as Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. Bidoof will also be spawning in 2KX. Drowsy, Azumarill, and Munna will be hatching from 5KX. And then, if you're lucky, Nincada, Alomomola, and more will be hatching from 10KX. So, I don't know about those.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't want Nincada from 10Ks. No.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about these, but
no.
it is shiny now.
Yeah, most of those that they mention are shinies anyways. So I'm actually okay with maybe hatching a perfect Mudkip. I still need one anyways. So
okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Mudkip too.
So just give me all the 2Ks. I'll be fine with that. I don't mind the 10Ks. I still need a Alomomola anyway, but I don't really care about it anyways. We also have season-exclusive special research that will, throughout the start of the season, all trainers will be able to access Season of Legends special research, follow the professor, make some exciting discoveries about the Therian forms of Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus, the first 3 legendary Pokemon featuring throughout this season. To complete it, once you complete this, you can earn Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus candy as well as other rewards. So, I don't know. I haven't really seen anything about that yet, but I'm sure that once we start getting closer to the Therian forms, that's when the research will become available worldwide. We also have, look out for some bonuses throughout the season, and this is a good one actually. Players can receive increased experience from 5-star raids throughout the season only, so 3 months worth of close to extra experience. Free remote raid passive will be available at certain times around the season. Stay tuned for more details when these remote raid passive will be available in the shop.
Thank you, Niantic.
At least giving us a little bit of breathing room there. And that's mostly it, because we still have, of course, March and Go Battle League to go through, but we'll definitely be talking about that in just a moment. What are you guys really excited about this Season of Legends here?
I gotta
There's.
say,
You can go,
you
Chris.
can go first.
Oh, wait, I don't know. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go
Yeah.
first?
Oh god, this is gonna be
You
fun to
go
edit.
first, my boy.
Okay. The one thing that I'm excited about that I don't think you touched on is the XL Candy rework.
Oh,
I am so excited about that.
yes, I
Right
believe
after
we
you
actually
too.
covered that, and actually no, we're gonna be covering that in March Madness in the next piece of news. Actually,
My bad.
I do agree. No, you're good.
well, since Gabe
I agree. That's-
already actually gave it away, guys, there is going to be a quick updates to quality of life updates. We will be receiving extra large candies from Walking Your Body, more from trading, and you're gonna get an extra large candy from the legendary you're gonna be rating every time. So extra large candies is gonna become available more often. You're also gonna be actually getting extra large candy from catching Pokemons of the evolved forms of those Pokemons in the wild. So that'd be cool. That's actually a nice, pretty quality of life update that we needed because extra large candy is so scarce, especially in raids and legendaries.
It's almost ridiculous how much you have to rate to get 296 to max out a legendary.
Yeah.
You have to do so many raids for it.
Yep. And Chris, anything stands out to you on the Season of Legends there?
I mean, the biggest change is definitely Frillish. It's actually coming sooner in the wild than I thought it would. Other than that, I'm just happy to see the spawns change. I think it's going to be super hype. Super hype.
Well, this is something that I think Niantic is trying to do. Just keep on changing the spawns, giving us a few new things here and there. I'm actually excited to what to see throughout the Legends because even throughout the Season of Celebration, since we had so many events, almost close to back in the last 2 months, it was just getting ridiculous because you don't see those vanilla spawns from the Season of Celebration. And then it was just like all over things and everything. And it was cool because, you still see, just like Gabe actually said, a Blaziken or, a Sceptile or Ampharos, things like that in the wild. And that was actually pretty cool. And it's still pretty cool to see, third stage evolutions out there. Even Snorlax now is supposed to be spawning more, but of course, we're about to end this season, so hopefully he keeps coming back.
Eventually.
But yeah, that is the Season of Legend, guys. Make sure you prepare. Just catch whatever you feel like catching. Frillish is a good addition to the spawn pool out there, so make sure you get your PPP ready one pretty soon because it's coming up. All right, so next on our list, we do have our March Madness. So all the events coming up in March. Niantic really likes to, put the pedal in gear 6 or something because we literally just finished this and now we're going back to more news. Seriously, Niantic, give us like a 1 month break or something here. Anyways.
Nah.
Never. They're not going to.
All right, well. Trainers with a new season and new events are coming up. So, just as we know, Tingo Rocket's Special Research is coming back this season. With that, we have Giovanni coming back once again. And there was, I think, a part of the blog post earlier the last week that said that he was going to come back with a different legendary Pokemon each time. But they never specified that it was going to be a brand new legendary Pokemon because a lot of people were speculating that we're going to see something new in the pool this time around. However, that doesn't seem to be the case. You are able to complete another special research for Giovanni, but this time it will depend on the type of month that you're going to claim it. So you're going to see between Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres once again in the Shadow Pool. In March, you can encounter Articuno. In April, you can encounter Zapdos, and in May, you may encounter Moltres. I think I need the Zapdos more just because I don't think I actually got one in the first runabout of them. Actually, now that I remember, I did catch one because of the events that they had anyways. But are you guys excited about this part or anything?
Not better than
the only...
two.
The one Pokemon I'm excited about is Articuno. Because Articuno is a beast in Ultra League, and I don't have one. So I'm hoping to get a good one. That's Shadow.
Well, this
because
is
I
not-
think that's some spicy plays.
Yeah, this is not a research one, unfortunately. So good luck on the savies.
Yeah, I know. This is gonna be awful.
So starting on Sunday, February 28th, which is actually today, play through the season's new Tingle Rocket Special Research to earn the Super Rocket Radar and take down Giovanni. There will be other opportunities to earn the Super Rocket Radar at the beginning of each month this season. So if you complete one now, and now we also want to actually cap on this. Unfortunately, this podcast is going to go, to podcast services a little too late for this. If you are able to get a Rocket Radar before the Season of Legends starts, you are able to encounter Mewtwo one more time before it rolls over to the legendary birds. So if you were lucky enough to do it, cool. If not, well, yeah, you got another chance of that.
Oops.
I know some people already had 3, so that means some people are going to have 4 Shadow Mewtwo's. That is insane.
You don't need that many.
It was possible to get a 3rd one. If you had to have like very specific super
Conditions.
Rocket Radar.
Yeah,
crazy.
Because when this whole Giovanni thing started, you can't stack up technically the research. So you can do one and get the next one afterwards. You do lose in between 2 or 3 of the researches. However, they did give you sometimes a Super Rocket Radar between events and everything. So if you stack them well, you actually are able to get up to 3 Shadow Mewtwo's at a time off. So.
And it does look like they're giving us at least 2nd chances for a lot of the shadows, even 3rd chances.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, which is not bad. I'll go for it. I did want a new one. A lot of people were hoping for a new Shadow Legendary between
Shadow Lugia.
I know, right?
Oh.
Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I know they want to perfect it. That's why I'm waiting for it.
I hope they bring Shadow Lugia from XD Gale of Darkness in it.
Yes.
That's what
I want that.
If they bring back Shadow Lugia, they have to do that. If they don't, I'm going to be severely disappointed.
Yes,
sad boy
I
mode.
think everybody would once they do that. And they can do so much things with that because Shadow Lugia from the XD Gale of Darkness games, and technically anything Shadow Pokemon comes from those games. Just the story around it could actually be cool and say, hey, maybe Giovanni actually got in contact with another organization outside of our world or something, and he was able to get a super cool or super strong Pokemon through that, help me defeat them and, get Shadow Lugia back or something. And through that, that will be a cool story. Niantic, if you're listening to this, please do this.
Please. What if, though, they're saving Shadow Lugia for an XD Gale of Darkness 2 reveal or a remake? And so once they release the game, they release Shadow Lugia and Pogo.
Well,
I think that'd be cool.
I gotta see when XD Gale of Darkness actually came out, because that's when Shadow Lugia was introduced. I don't know if I can.
It's better. It's better than Shadow Lugia.
It came out a while ago.
The Return of Mirror B.
2005.
So
2005 it came
we're
out.
16 years in through that.
Come on, Pokemon, make it happen. Niantic, do it.
You can do this, Niantic. Anyways.
Come on, we believe in you.
All right. Enough speculation. Let's move on with the news here. We have a new breakthrough box. And this one is interesting because I don't know how you guys feel about this. A brand new breakthrough box starting on March 1st at 1 p.m. Please make sure you go through your times. It's going to be Gible.
The only reason I'm excited for this is for the Shiny Mew quest. That's it.
Okay.
Because dragons are one of the hardest ones to do.
You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, actually.
Yep. The masterful research all in one. The dragons.
I just want a Shiny Gible.
I got the Hondo. I think I have 2 of the Shiny. A Shundo would be cool. Another Hondo would be cool. Don't get me wrong. But that is the main reason I'm excited about it.
I am looking for the Hondo. I did get a Shiny and lucky traded it with somebody and got a 98. So that's pretty good. I'm still looking for a Hondo anyway, so I'll go through that. And Gabe, I'm sure you're really excited to get it anyways.
Yeah. I have 2 Hondo Gibbles. I just really want the Shiny.
Yo.
Yeah, one of them is maxed out, best buddied. Get at me.
Dude.
Okay. All right. But yeah, Gebel being a research, this is actually kind of cool because it is a Sara Pokemon. I know a lot of people are still looking for a lot of different Pokemons to come back, or even legendaries to come back through the research. But it's still a good Pokemon to see and encounter, at least better than anything we've seen before, aside from Snorlax being shiny now. So it is what it is. All right, so we'll also be featuring a lot of new, or a lot of returning Pokemon to Legendary 5 stars and Mega Raids. We will have, of course, Incarnate Form Landorus appearing from Monday, March 1st at 8 a.m. to Saturday, March 6th. We also have Incarnate Form Tornadus appearing from March 6th to March 11th. Incarnate Form Thunderous will be appearing from March 11th to March 16th. And then Therian... Yes. Thank you, Chris. I forgot about that. All three of them will be shiny available throughout their time period in that. So that'll be kind of cool. But then we also have from March 16 to March 30th the Therian form of Tornadus. And then the last one of this month will be Therian Thunderous, or Thunderous and Tornadus, sorry about that, at March 30, and from March 30 and so on. So shinies, pretty cool. New shinies to hunt for. I feel like once I get the shiny, I really don't have to. Although Landorus is one of my favorites out of the three anyways. And I do have one hundo from, I think it's Thunderous. Yes, because it's the Purified type, right? Or Tornadus. I think it's Tornadus.
Tornadus is the pure flying type.
Tornadus.
Yeah, Thunderous is flying electric.
Yeah, so Tornadus is the one that I have hundo of. I don't know, I just got the hundo throughout it.
I need Landorus.
I need that boy. I need a hundo Landorus or a shiny Landorus, yeah. So that's pretty good.
Usable. I don't know.
He's apparently going to be better than Groudon and Exeggutor in raids and in PvP.
And so like his Therian form, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a Jaguar or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
he looks pretty cool.
He is used heavily in regular Pokemon VGC things, so I'm sure he'll have his niche in Pokemon Go. Yeah, he'll probably have his niche in Pokemon Go for sure. We'll definitely see once they come out. So prepare for another month worth of a lot of legendary shiny hunting. We're not sure if the Therian's forms will be shiny once they appear, but we'll see when that comes around, definitely. And we have, of course, Mega Ball Pokemon appearing in Mega Raids. Mega Blastoise, Pidgeot, and Ampharos will appear in Mega Raids from March 1st to March 16. And then Mega Houndoom, Abomasnow, and a surprise Mega Pokemon will appear from Tuesday, March 16, local time. So, again, we already talked about our speculations of what it can appear, so that's going to be interesting in all this regard. We'll probably see really a lot of rock-type Pokemon in this type.
Yeah.
And then, of course... Yes, so each Wednesday, of course, you guys know, we will have raid hour for each one of those. And they're also going to be a bonus raid hour. Will take place on Monday, March 15, just to complete the forms of each one of the raids. So it was the same thing that happened with Suicune. Suicune didn't have his raid hour because of the time period of the week. So there will be an extra one for one of the forms. It is a March 15th, so this one is gonna coexist with...
It's gonna be Landorus, right?
No, it's gonna be Thunderous.
Oh, trash. Okay.
It is gonna be shiny though, so...
it's okay.
Yeah, so that will... And then... So remember that when the season begins on March 1st, you can gain extra experience from completing 5-star raids, so be on the lookout for the extra Lucky X out in there.
And then level 50.
Yeah. There will be more news to come on April. So the closer we get to April, the more closer we get more information about the other theory form and maybe other Pokemon as well. Spotlight Hours. It's time to continue on to the Spotlight Hours here. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m., of course. On March 2nd, Krabby will be in the spotlight, and you'll have twice the candy from transferring the Pokemon. Which is good, now that we know that we can actually get extra large candy from legendaries and mythicals.
And mass transferring the legendaries, boy.
Yes, Chris, I was about to say that. Yeah, mass transferring the legendaries. Chef's kiss. That is going to be amazing for two times chance.
Another quality of life update for that, so that will be pretty cool too.
Thank you.
Perfect opportunity for Melton. Do
Yeah.
Melton. Do it.
Do it.
Bro.
Do it. Yep.
Do it up.
I opened mine too.
I'll do that tomorrow.
I opened mine yesterday, so
Yeah.
I have to wait until after to get a new one. So
Yeah, well.
Get wrecked.
oops.
Anyways,
Well, you got enough extra large.
Yeah, that's true, but
he's
like
been
it's always good to
consistent.
have
Yeah,
more.
but he's been consistent on the opening, so not like us, Chris. We don't even open ours when we have the chance to. Anyways, March 9th, Drowsy will be in the spotlight, and you earn twice the experience for evolving Pokemon. So if you get a lot of Pokemon before then, make sure you do an evolution party. Lucky Egg down if you want to reach level 50 faster, Chris. Don't look at me like that.
I hate evolving.
We
Same.
also March 16, Boltor will be in the spotlight, and you'll be on twice the Stardust for catching the Pokemon.
Best spotlight. Let's go.
Well, Boltor is also a shiny available, so I'm pretty sure that we all want to do that. We'll see. March 23rd, Search Kit will be in the spotlight, and you're on twice the experience for catching the Pokemon or Pokemons. Search Kit is probably an easier catch anyway, so it doesn't really much matter there. And it's just basically the experience that you want to get. And then on March 30th, which is the last one, we actually have 5 Tuesdays this week or this month. Slugma will be in the spotlight, and you earn twice the candy for catching the Pokemon. Yes. So
Okay.
basically open your Meltdown box that Tuesday, you could get extra candy.
Wait, they didn't release
Yeah.
Slugma Shiny, did they?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
They might
Oh, why
surprise us,
haven't
but-
they?
Well, that's the opportunity to open the Meltdown box, and you'll be fine, So
Yeah.
Pain.
I know.
Oh, and raids. And raids.
And raids, yeah. Well, I don't know if you really want to raid in an hour, so, or how many raids you can actually get in an hour. But anyways, we also have some bonus hours happening in March, and this is a brand new feature that they're trying to introduce and test out. They will take place on Thursdays at 6 p.m. local time, and each one will feature unique bonuses. So on March 4, we have the Rocket Hour. Tingle Rocket balloons will appear more frequently. Be on the lookout, trainers. So I don't know how often those balloons will be. We'll definitely see once that day comes through. We'll be on Thursday, of course. So I don't know if it's going to be like, if they spawn only 1 or 2 within the hour, I'm like, that really wasn't an hour. Unless they do it like every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes, that's actually probably a little bit better.
Maybe every 15. I don't know. That's like that's my minimum.
3 balloons to 4 balloons unless the hour ends. So we'll see.
Because there's some Pokemon that are stuck to balloons, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. We also have on Thursday, March 11, we have Mega Bonus Hour. So, candy, you earn more candy when you catch Pokemon that share a type with the active Mega Evolved Pokemon. So, basically, just have it as your body, Mega Evolve it, and then catch the Pokemon that have the same typing of that Pokemon. So, that will be cool. And then on Thursday, March 18, Mega Raid Hour. So, this time around, we'll have Mega Raids appearing in raids.
I'm actually excited for that. I don't have a Mega Blastoise.
Oh, really? All right.
Yep.
Well, okay.
I'm slacking.
Well, people don't want to rate it either. He's so chunky.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's a hard one to rate, anyways. Well, the 18, if I remember correctly, is happening after Mega Houndoom and Abomasnow is in raids. So maybe you'll only see Abomasnow, Houndoom, and these special new Pokemon appear in raids. So that would be cool. I mean, that means that once the day starts, we can actually just get through that point. And then March Community Day Fletchling, we already know about that. You guys know. Are you excited about that, Gabe?
I am.
Yeah, nice.
I do love Talonflame, but I don't have enough candies to evolve one because I'm just lazy in catching. Well, I don't like going out in the cold. All right, you have nice weather. We don't. All right, so like I don't like catching.
Yeah, fair
in the
enough.
cold. So I'm very excited for it, and it's shiny. It's beautiful. It's like a golden burb.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also upcoming events coming on throughout the month of March, so be on lookout for these events happening. So, Searching for Legends. So, from Tuesday, March 9 to Sunday, March 14, join us as we begin the journey to search for legendary Pokemon and to sniff out the legend Pokemon with a Compass Pokemon Nosepass. Who knows, if you're lucky enough, you even encounter a shiny Nosepass.
Finally.
Fun fact, Gabe, I don't know if you actually knew about this. Nosepass actually has a cool feature in the game. So, if you ever encounter Nosepass, you'll see that he's always facing north.
Yeah.
Once you click on it, it will face you. But after a few minutes, it will face back into the north.
I didn't know it goes back.
Yes.
I knew it was facing north when you first encounter it, but I just didn't know it goes back. Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. That was for some reason I just saw it on Twitter and I was like, it is a feature that coming back from from the main series games. But anyways, it will face north. It will always face north, even if it stays in the map.
Okay,
that's pretty cool. Then we also have an Insights Day from Psychic types and Steel types. We are hearing reports that on Sunday, March 14, more Psychic types and Steel type Pokemon will be attracted to Insights, including Beldum.
XL candies.
So that's
Beldum.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Extra large Metagross and Premier. Uh-oh.
Well, charge up because on Tuesday, March 16 to Monday, March 22, get amped for an event where Electric-type Pokemons will make this Pokemon Go debut. So, a brand new Electric-type is coming to the game. And I'm sure it's probably a Kalos one because that's the only one we really have as Electric-type. Unless we get that little eel thing from the Unova.
Dynamo!
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that thing.
Well, we never see it, so what do you expect?
I forgot about that thing.
Dynamo? Hello?
We don't know. It just says that it's a brand new one is coming up to Pokemon Go debut, so.
Wait, does Kalos have any electric types though?
The little rotten fairy type, yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
What's it called? The Dene? Yeah, the Dene is electric type.
Ew. No more Pikachus. I'm okay there. I'm good.
The Dene is a fairy type too, so I'm sure they'll probably put him in a different types when it comes down to it. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'm still waiting for Volcarona anyway, so I don't know why they haven't released that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I want that.
Forgot about that thing.
I asked for every week, and hopefully throughout the bug event this year, maybe they'll give us something about it.
I was gonna say it's been bugging Lewis.
And then we also have Weather Week from Wednesday, March 24 to Monday, March 29. Experience a whirlwind of weather-themed Pokemons appearing in the wild and new avatar items. All celebration to terrain forms of tornadoes and thunderous and landers coming to Pokemon Go. So a little bit of small event, seeing that they're actually going to be appearing in the game now. So I don't know. We'll see. It's all about weather. A special raid weekend, though, event will be happening and featuring the legendary Pokemon that plays on Saturday, March 27th through Sunday, March 28th. So that means that I feel like they're trying to do this so we can actually still have a final chance on the Pokemon that we want to catch, just like they did with Raid Day with Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, anyways. And then, of course, there will be more events happening in the future. Stay tuned, and of course, through our channels. Will also be a weekly free bundle every Monday in March. A free one-time bundle containing 10 Ultra Balls, 10 Raspberries, and a remote raid passes will be available in the shop. So that's pretty good. And we did talk about this quality of life update through, catching the extra large candies and everything. So that's good too that we already covered that. So I don't have to speak anymore after that. We're done with the news, I guess.
Yay!
Well, pretty exciting moments happening here in Pokemon Go. Definitely a lot of different Pokemon, a lot of different things happening. And I'm sure that, the shiny hunters and us will definitely go through them. Nosepass is cool shiny. It's like a yellow shiny, I think. Cool shiny.
Yep, it's gold.
Yeah. Beautiful shiny.
It will be nice to see it shine after this, of course. So we'll definitely touch on this. Now, this is not new Pokemon Go news, but there is something that the Pokemon community has been talking about in the last few days. As you guys know, Pokemon Day's first 25th anniversary was this past Saturday. However, all the main series games have been getting some updates to the news, and we are actually going back to the Sinnoh region for the remakes. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are coming to the Switch late of 2021. Late year of the 2021. Are you guys excited about this?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
Gen 4 is my second favorite gen, so definitely hyped to go back.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your first?
Gen 3. Let's go.
I'm okay there. I'm okay.
I'm a Gen 6 enthusiast, and I like Gen 6 a lot.
Gen 6 was really good.
Yeah.
What about you, Gabby?
I think Alola was my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Really? Okay.
Alola.
I loved it.
It is a good one. A lot of different things, like they changed the meta, there are things there. So yes, so we have that, and we also had a brand new game happening, and this one is called the Pokemon Legends Arceus, and it is spelled Arceus, not Arceus. So I know that you guys have probably have 2 questions about that. But this one is an open world Pokemon game happening on the Switch or the beginning of 2022. It does look insanely cool though, but we'll see when it comes out, because there's a lot of speculation this will be the brand new mechanics that will happen in future generations to come. Gabe, do you have any thoughts about that one?
All I can say is the barrel roll. Once I saw that on the trailer, I lost my mind. I absolutely lost it. I was so hyped, and I cannot wait for it to come out. I think it's going to be Breath of the Wild, but with Pokemon. So, like, I'm very excited for it.
Definitely.
Exactly.
They have a year left to do whatever they need, and I hope they just make it perfect. Even if they have to postpone it, just postpone it. I want a perfect game. I want this game.
I'm sure they will. I mean, looking at the trailer itself, it looked like there's still a lot of polishing to happen, but again, this is the first teaser to it, so yeah, there's definitely going to be more coming around in that sense.
Bruh, the trees load in this game. It's beautiful.
Oh,
what do you mean?
In Sword and Shield, the trees were like, they look like
ghost trees
or something.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we're definitely hyped about those games, but we're not going to cover much into it. If you guys want to see the trailer, just go to YouTube on the Pokemon Company's channel. They'll definitely have a lot of discussions there too. Or Twitter, you'll definitely see people talking about it in Twitter. Especially the fan art. It's just hilarious this time around. But real quick, we are running a little bit more than we usually should. But anyways, let's continue on to finish up with some PvP goodness. Get good, get red. Here we go, Chris and Gabe.
Let's go, PvP.
All right. Well, we do have some announcements of Season 7. It's happening tomorrow, definitely. But Chris, you want to run down through what the season is going to offer this time around?
Yeah, let me take a look. It begins at March 1st at 1 p.m. PST, so 4 p.m. EST for us. The only thing I've seen so far is the pose, and I do think it's a cool pose. I think that's all the way at the bottom. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're probably going to mention a lot of this stuff later on. Oh my gosh, dude, they have so many cups too. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to go through.
So let's go.
I'm just going to go through the leagues really quick.
Yes.
I think.
So let's definitely real quick. Just guys know that the Kanto Cup is still running until that time of the season 7's beginning of it, and it will run through the entire of the season of Legends. So again, all the way until June.
Save your battles after midnight.
Yeah. So. When it begins, your end of season rewards, for season 6 will be available in the battle screen, including the Elite Fast EM if you reach rank 19 or higher, and your rank will be reset right after that. And of course, if there will be any updates, they'll let us know. But Chris, go ahead and run through the leagues right there.
All right. Great League Best League is going to be starting March 1st, 1 p.m. PST. It's going to be going until March 15th, 1 p.m. PST. Ultra League and its premiere will be running from March 15th.
I am starting to
Oh,
like
no, you
Ultra
can put it.
Premiere. It's fun. I'm having
It's
a blast
wild.
with it.
And it will be running from March 15th, 1 p.m. Till March 29th, 1 p.m. PDT. And then after that is going to be Master League and Master League Classic and the Great League Hello from Monday, March 29th at 1 p.m. to Monday, April 5th at 1 p.m. PDT. And a new stipulation. Well, I guess that has been a stipulation before. Only Pokemon that haven't been powered up with Candy Extra Large are allowed in Master League Classic.
Well, we already knew about that. So real quick before you
Yeah.
continue on, Chris, let me just go ahead and mention this is the very first time that they're actually allowing the Great League to happen through Master League time.
I love it.
And
I hate
before
Master
we
League, I'm
had
sorry.
the cups between the Love Cup and the other cup that would run
wait.
through it. Yes, this will be the very first time we have the Great League available through the time of Masters. And that's a lot of the complaints that a lot of people were having, because I know that, you know, there's a lot of people that cannot participate in Master or even participate in Master Premier or Master Classic because they don't have the Pokemons to face it. So they
It's
want
almost pay to win, yeah.
Yeah, so they want to allow the people who can't to just go through the Great League availability. That's a great change. Thank you, Niantic, because I know a lot of people were complaining. I will still do Masters because I like Masters more.
Same. Groudon is just so much fun to use.
Indeed.
Don't sleep on him.
Anyways, continue
Fair
on, Chris.
Alrighty. All three leagues are going to run from April 5th, Monday, until April 12th. I'm just going to stop saying 1 p.m. The Great League and a new cup, Great League Remix, will run Monday, April 12th until April 26th. And we may get more into detail on that later. I'm unsure. We got plenty of time. The Ultra League and Premier Cup will run from Monday, April 26th until May 10th. And then the Master League Classic, and the Retro Cup will run from Monday, May 10th to May 17th. Hey, my birthday.
Hey.
Only Pokemon that haven't been powered up with Candy Extra Large are allowed in Master League Classic. Oh my gosh.
I mean, for some reason, they keep doing that. Now, they are they are giving us like the full details throughout the season. It's not going to be two parts this time around. The regular Great League will run through the first part of the season, and then throughout the second season's rotation, we'll have the Retro Club. Now, there's a lot of speculation on how this cup is going to be, and I'm sure they have some news about it down there. We'll definitely cover it once we get there, and we'll tell you a fun fact about it. I'm sure that you guys probably know this if you've been a Pokemon fan through the time. So, continue on, Chris.
Alrighty. I think where I left off was this one. All three leagues will run from Monday, May 17th until Monday, May 24th. And then ranked play will end on 24th, on the Monday 24th. And then an unranked Kanto Cup is coming back again on Monday, May 24th until May 31st. It's very interesting to me that they're ending it with unranked. It's almost like to ease the tension, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. It's just to keep it, because they don't want to run the ranks a little bit longer than they should be until the end of the season. So what's
they're already really long.
Yeah, it's already long as it is. I mean, all the way through May, that's crazy. But, all right, so what is new this season? So what are the rewards? Pikachu Libre items will still be a reward to rank 10. The Legend rank will earn the Avatar Post inspired by Elsa, which is one of the gym leaders in the Unova region. And then we also, at rank 19, you'll receive an Elite Charge TM, and you'll also receive a Elite Charge TM at the end of season rewards. So you get one when you reach 19, and then you'll get the other one once you actually, finish up the season at the ranks off. Which
Sweet.
Will
real quick, make sure you guys get a start piece on before 4 o'clock tomorrow.
I was about to say that.
Yep.
Because that's a lot of dust. Don't miss it.
Definitely. Some of the Pokemons will encounter once you reach certain ranks will be inspired by Elsa. Additionally, players who reach rank 20 are guaranteed to encounter the legendary Pokemon that is appearing in 5-star race at a time. So we'll definitely see that the forms of Thundurus if you actually reach that time, by the time you get there. Rank 1, you will guarantee an encounter with Serptrica. I can't even say the word of that Pokemon. One of Elsa's partner Pokemons in the Pokemon's RPGs. Rank 1 and up, you'll encounter Pokemon such as Poliwhirl, Flappy, Pupitar, Galvantula, and more, which is actually some pretty good picks there.
Mm-hmm.
We also have rank 10 and up, you'll encounter Pokemon such as Medicham, Furlish, Stunfisk, and more. Rank 15 and up, you'll be able to encounter Pokemon such as Scraggy, Lampert, Rufflet, and don't forget you might even encounter a Shiny Rufflet. I don't know why they have to specify that.
Ooh.
From rank 20 and up, you'll be able to encounter legendary Pokemon that appear in 5 stars at the time of ranking, of course. And rank 8 and up, you'll encounter Dino. So
Don't mind if I do.
Finally coming
I'll
back.
get my third.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, of course, the legend rank, you'll encounter the Pikachu Libre, and that will be the only time you'll encounter Pikachu Libre throughout the season. And, of course, it can be shiny. I know a lot of people are getting their shinies. Yeah. You'll earn more extra Candy XL than normal when you catch these Pokemon in Go Battle League rewards encounters. Poliwhirl, Flappy, Pupitar, Medicham, Scraggy, Galvantula, Lantur, and Stunfisk. And then there is more to come at the second half of Season 7. So, definitely see there.
It looks like they're making PvP more accessible to people. And I really love that. Like giving you a Medicham from Go Battle League.
Yeah,
Don't mind if I do.
definitely.
And the good thing is, those Pokemon are typically hard to get XL candies for. So, like, if you grind in GBL, you'll be able to get them.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Ultra League Stunfisk, don't mind me.
I'm so excited. I have a perfect one that's ready for XL, but I ain't got the candies for it. I don't have the candies.
It's been a while since I even thought about Stunfisk. We'll definitely see there. But these are the cups that we did mention back in the day. So we have the Great League Remix. The 10 most used Pokemon in the Great League will not be allowed in this version of the league. We'll share the league eventually. And shortly after the Great League ends on March 15th, we're excited to see which Pokemon will emerge as the Racing Star of the remix. Goodbye, Assumer. It'll have it's nice.
I know. Thank God.
I'm curious if
Azu.
Shadow Vic will be in there.
Maybe. It's
I don't
probably
know
like
if
a
it's
close in the top 10 close there, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'm already thinking Skarmory and Defense Deoxys are going to get banned.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I like seeing them much more. Anyways, we do also have information about the Retro Cup, and this cup will be a throwback. Only the first 15 Pokemon types, excluding Dark, Steel, and Fairy types, will not be usable in this cup, and the CP, of course, is 1500. Fun fact, this Retro Cup is more originated through how Gen 1 was before Gen 2 or Gen 6 appeared with the types. So we'll see a lot of probably a lot of psychic types coming around because those are open parts.
Yep.
Fudge.
Psychic's going to be OP.
I think
get your Alakazams ready.
counter Alakazam. Oh, no. But it is funny to me that they're kicking out a lot of Pokemon because all the typing changed is later on, you know.
Yeah.
But
Bye, Charmers.
Bye, Charmers.
Have fun. Never going to see you again.
Is
Bye.
there a Pokemon that can actually use Charm in Gen 1?
Wait, is it only Gen 1 or just the typings?
That's the typings.
It's the typings.
It's the typings.
There
So
are other
Jigglypuff
Pokemon that can learn Charm,
and Jigglypuff is gonna be banned there.
I know Ursaring and Beartic can use Charm.
Cincino too with Aquatail. So that's
Yes.
gonna be
Oh,
interesting.
and Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet can use it.
Wobbuffet, interesting. Well, we can
Ooh,
use
Wobbuffet. Ooh.
Ooh.
we can still use Galay with Charm, right?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Dude.
So it
Some
will be
interesting speculation.
Wait, so can we just not use fairy types at all, or can you
it
use
says
Pokemon with
it's-
secondary?
only the
You
first.
can use the move.
No, it says only the first 15 Pokemon types will be included, excluding Dark, Steel, and Fairy types.
I'm assuming that's a no.
So I don't know if the move itself will count. I'm not sure though.
I feel like just the Pokemon typing.
Yeah,
won't be in.
it does sound more like the typing itself. So the Pokemon's like, Clefairy and all that will probably be out in the evolution types. But I don't know. The move still is there as a move, fastable move. Unless they really are just going like retro, and they say, this move is gone too. So then we'll see like a resurgence of different types. The Kanto Cup, of course, we already know that it's only available for the first 151 Pokemons. Make sure you the rating will not be affected throughout the Kanto Cup. And one more thing, and this is the exciting one out of the entire post, the really exciting one. We decided that the previous walk-in requirements to unlock the battles will not return in Go Battle League from the remainder of its lifestyle.
Thank you, Niantic.
Thank you.
Yes.
I am so glad they took that out.
It was a growing concern because we don't know how much longer this whole pandemic was going to happen anyways. But they have seen that Go Battle League is a resurgence since then, and if they put that in there again, it's just gonna cripple like literally half of the community there for sure. Yeah. So I'm sure that this was something that they've been wanting to say for the longest time, and now the community has rejoiced. But that is the Go to Battle League announcement. So there's definitely some things there. I'm definitely going to start a little bit early this time around because I only started season 2 and I was like, I'm never gonna get Legend. I know.
Maybe we'll
this
let
is your season. You got this.
Yes.
You got this.
It's a new season. It's a brand new life.
You can do it. I believe in you guys.
Gotta be the very best. No more number ones. All right. Well, we did wanted to cover some Silph Arena, but unfortunately, I feel like we are running more time than usual. This has been a long podcast for you guys. Trust me, it's been longer than we usually typical run through. But anyways, I do want to say thank you so much for everybody to join us, both in the stream itself and, of course, Gabe. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a blast talking to you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. We definitely can connect more. Yeah, no, we'll definitely connect more. Through ourselves in here. If you want to plug in your social media one more time, you are more than welcome to. Okay. Well, you're going to do this.
Do you mean say it or type it?
Well, however you want to do it, it's fine for me.
Well, all right. Chris typed it out in chat. Well, I'll just say my Twitter out. It's at SumrTimeLovin. SummerTimeLovin. There we go.
SummerTimeLovin. Yes. Make sure you get him there. I'm sure he's closer to 500 followers on Twitch. And support him because he is a very, very fun streamer to watch whenever I get time to go through. So,
thank you, guys.
All right, Chris, if we have anything else, I want to say once again, thank you for listening to everybody. Make sure you check us out on the podcast services feeds, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and many more, of course. If you can leave a review, you are more than welcome to. We'll greatly appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on our social medias between myself and Chris, Pure Let It Go, and Pokemon Trigger, please. We already mentioned SummerTimeLovin, of course. And then, of course, you can always check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com or email us at thepurifiedpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear your day. But that's about it, basically. All right, Chris, I think we are done. And Gabe, so once again, thank you so much. How about you, Chris and Gabe, whoever wants to give us away for the night, go ahead.
If you don't want to, Gabe, I can do it.
I have no idea what you mean by give us away for the night. So, Chris, you do it.
For sure.
All you.
Dude, I can't express how awesome it was to have you on. Thank you very much for being over. And I have to say, it was beautiful.
It's fun. It's fun. I love this.
Oh, yeah. And we have a lot to look forward to coming up. I am very excited for all the shinies. I'm very excited for the PvP developments that we're having. And let us know what you guys get. Get all the hundos, get all the shundos, and have a good night, guys.
Keep training. Have a good night.
Have a good night.